My name is YY and I want to share with you my first year in running and the lessons I've learned.
Hello, going for a long run about 11 kilometers.
Now, I was someone who despised or kind of hated running, and during futsal games with my friends, I could not even last like a 7-minute game and just have to play the goalie. So why did I start running? I had a race. My company joins this corporate challenge every year and it's a 5.6 kilometer race. It's called the JP Morgan Chase Corporate Challenge. I've never run in a running event before, nor participated in any running races at all. So I thought, why not? At the start of the year, I joined my colleagues for a run, as one of them would tell me I was running too quickly. I was gassed after 2 kilometers. I decided to do some research and found something called Couch to 5K. Basically, it's just asking beginners to run walk and eventually be able to complete a 5 kilometer run. So I found an 8-week plan which got me run walking for 3 times a week. I still remember during the first 2 weeks I felt soreness in my shins and my calves. Perhaps it was due to not exercising for a long while. I stuck to the plan and eventually I was able to run more than 5 kilometers. Going back to the race, I set some goals. The first one was to not walk and the second one was for a sub 30-minute timing. In fact, it was way too ambitious for my fitness level at that point in time. I failed both goals. I started out too quickly and within the first 2 kilometers, I bonked. I still remember seeing the water station there and my brain was just telling me, hey, let's just walk. After the race, I knew I could do better and I wanted to prove myself wrong. So I signed up for what people call the revenge race. There was this race in October called Garmin Run and they had a 10k category. I've never ran 10k before, but I decided to push myself for it. I started looking up training plans online and also read a couple of books. Eventually, I came up with a training plan on my own, following the philosophies or principles of certain books. I ramped up my mileage from about 20 to 30 kilometer weeks to something about 40 to 50 kilometer weeks. And while training for the Garmin Run, I signed up for a B race. It's called the Running Lab Run 2024. So I got my 10k PB of 54:31 at a B race. But after the race, my leg felt messed up. I was kind of in pain doing easy runs and I just decided to drop the speed workouts leading up to the Garmin Run.
I've been feeling a little something on my left calf area. I'm taking like precautions to not really run too hard or too fast.
In the end, the pain was unbearable for me and I decided not to race. So I started from zero to running about 1,300 kilometers over the year of 2024. And I learned some lessons along the way. So one of the main things that I didn't do was to build a base before going into any training plans. I ramped up too quickly in my weekly mileage. And for my upcoming races, I've actually built my base over the end of the year. For me, recovery runs do help. After a hard workout, I just do like a short 4 to 5k recovery run to ease the soreness on my legs. I also include a little bit of like massage or like massage gun on the sore legs. Now, lots of people talk about sleep being the main important factor in recovery, and I was doing that 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, but I was still missing one more ingredient. Apparently, fueling yourself helps with the recovery, and I was not doing that correctly. In fact, I was in a calorie deficit and I was losing a little bit of weight while doing my training plans. I lost about a kilo or 2. And knowing that now, I've decided to eat more to fuel all my runs, and after every long run or hard workout, I will immediately try to get a big meal. So what's next in 2025? First off, I have 2 races, and the first one is a race in Da Nang, Vietnam. It will be a 5k event and my goal for this race is a sub 25-minute 5k. Then 2.5 weeks later, I'll be back at the JP Morgan Corporate Challenge. This time round, I'm setting a goal of sub 28 minutes and I'll readjust my goal according to the 5k race I've done in Da Nang, Vietnam. As for the rest of the year, I just want to get my 5k timings down. I do not have a set target and I'll just try my best. And hopefully at the end of the year, I can try a sub 50 minutes 10k. Now, I hope to be able to share more about my running journey, going from a beginner to something even more. So I'll see you in the next video.